YouTube, it's Erin, and I am the Handbag Housewife, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video is going to be a multitude of topics. I'm going to talk to you about what happened with the Chloe bag that I unboxed yesterday because I was in a hurry when I was unboxing it, and then when I came back later after the dental appointments, etc., I realized that it had a few flaws that I was not happy with, and so I'll show you those here in a minute. And then I also have a double, well, this one's out of the box. I don't think it even came in a box. I think it came in an envelope. But I've got a double unboxing / reveal of some products that will help make your handbags better. And I can't wait to show you these. Let's go ahead and start out with the box. This box journeyed all the way from Australia from a company called MBoutique. And they have given me some of my inserts, but before they did, I had bought a multitude of them. And actually, I bought 2 of the 4 inserts in this box because I love them and I believe in them. And so I wouldn't say this is necessarily a sponsored video because I'm not required to say anything about them, but I figured what I would do is just show you what I got, tell you what I paid for and what I didn't, and show you how it works in the bags. So first here, this is a double insert for my multi-pochette accessoire. These gray are for my Small Loulou. I've never thought I needed a base shaper for a Small Loulou, so I really wanted to see if maybe it should have a base shaper because I have 3 of those bags and I thought it would just be good to know. So these are the 2 they sent me. And then these are the 2 I bought. And just looking at them, I don't know. This is kind of a pale gold. And then this, of course, is the red for my new Gucci Marmont camera bag. So let's get started. My voice is a little froggy today. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. I feel good, so I don't think I am. So here is the red, and look how well that matches. I mean, it's not perfect. It's a different material. The red on the Gucci, I believe, is a Napa leather, and then this is a pleather with a texture to it, a pebbled type texture. But the inserts, they bend up at the end, so there's no sharp edges poking on the ends of the lining of your bag. And that's important because if you have sharp edges poking on the lining, you may end up with holes in it. But see, look, a lot of people would match the insert to the inside of the bag, but I really like matching it to the outside of the bag. I just feel like it gives it a little pop of color and happiness when you look inside. So that is insert number 1, and I did buy this one. Next is the multi-pochette accessoire. I've got 2 inserts, one for the larger of the 2 pochettes and one for the smaller of the 2 pochettes. I had actually made my own inserts for this bag, and these are going to work so much better. So there's insert number 1. It tucks right in underneath the seams. Okay, I don't know if you know that I left, but I did because I had to put some elbow grease into getting this one to go underneath those 2 seams. But once I did, I mean, wow, look how good that spreads the bottom of that out. Now this one isn't quite as snug. It's easier to pull the insert in and out of, but it does slide under the seams, as you can see. And so I think that those are pretty awesome because they give this bag shape so it doesn't look deflated. And that's what I was going for. Next, I've got this silver color for my earth gray Small Loulou. And this is the only bag I wasn't prepared and took the stuffing out ahead of time. I'm losing it. So anyway, here we go. And you know, we've had some issues like I've talked about with cracking. I think that this is made extremely well with the leather rolled under and the flaps sewn on like that. Maybe some other companies should take note of how Saint Laurent does it, at least for the Loulou. Now, there are 2 inserts for this Small Loulou. There's a bigger one and a smaller one. The bigger one goes in the front pocket. And first, let me show you the squishability. See, this is a very squishy bag. It doesn't totally bottom out without an insert because the lining is sewn to this pocket on the inside, so it has a little bit more support because of that. But I have to say I love that. I feel like that really opens up the interior of the bag. Since the interior is black, it makes it kind of hard to see things inside. And now look at the squishability. It's way less squishable down at the bottom. You still get that lovely squish at the top though, which is what I love. So you're not losing that, you're just adding a little structure at the base so your items don't make this part droop and have a saggy bottom. And nobody likes a saggy bottom, right? Next, I have my gorgeous Gucci Marmont in the porcelain rose color, and I already have her unclipped, ready to go. I do also use a bag organizer for these bags, but I'm telling you, I do a lot to protect my handbags from wearing out. If you ever buy a bag from me, be confident in the fact that I've done everything I can to preserve its lifespan. And I see a lot of these bags with very droopy bottoms, both this style and the camera bag. And speaking of glazing and edges, look how this is rolled leather edges on this bag. You know, the Chloe that I showed you yesterday, it didn't have that rolled leather edge, and I'm going to show you here in a minute what that means. So having that base shaper in makes this firm, otherwise it would totally cave in. I've showed you that in another video. I don't like squishing my bag that way, but just know it's firm now. It's sort of a champagne gold color, which doesn't clash with the interior, although the interior is a bit more rosy colored, but I did feel like it would go with the gold tone hardware, and so that's why I chose that color for this particular bag. And this is another one of the inserts I bought. So they sent me the multi-pochette accessoire inserts, and they sent me the Saint Laurent Small Loulou insert. And so the other two I bought because I believe in the company and I love them that much. So that part of the video is done, but I thought I would unbag and reveal this product to show you before I get into what happened with the Chloe. So this is from Nana Store 2018 on Etsy. I can link it down in the description box. It has sort of the Louis Vuitton floor patterns stamped on it, and I had purchased this before in the yellow gold color. They call it, I think, 22 karat because it's plated 22 karat, and all their straps have that 22 karat gold plating, and it's just more yellow than the Louis Vuitton plating is. But I thought that this might match really nicely with the hardware by Louis Vuitton. So this is hardware, and of course the zipper pull is hardware. So this is the light gold, and it is definitely a lot lighter. And I thought I would show it to you as an alternative on the multi-pochette accessories or accessoire, because the chain that it comes with is thinner, and I thought I would try a chunkier chain on there. So you can see it's a little bit longer than the chain that the multi-pochette comes with. But color-wise, it looks really nice. It might be just a touch lighter, but it is almost a perfect match with the Louis Vuitton hardware. And this is the light gold from the Nana Store 2018. And if you want to wear it like that, I mean, I would take the Louis Vuitton chain off probably, but it's just a different look. And I can also use this chain as a strap for my Alma BB bag and wear that on the shoulder as well. So I really like that. I think that's really cute. All right, on to the last part of the video. I did want to tell you what happened with the Chloe Marcie. So when I came back home, tried it on with what I was wearing, and then I held up some of my different blue bags to it. And as I'm talking, I'll put those pictures in because I wanted to compare the color of blue to like my kids' sport team colors and also the other blues I have in my closet. And so, you know, it's kind of a random assortment of pictures, but there you go. And then I started looking at it with my glasses on. And when I looked at it with my glasses on, I found the beginning of a crack along the flap edge. And there'll be a picture right now so that you can see it. It's not like all the way cracked, but it's starting to tear. And the bag is brand new, so it shouldn't have that. I mean, it came very well packaged, not as well as Chloe would package it, but it came very well packaged. It wasn't used, and it already has this fault in the glazing. And then the other issue I found was down underneath the bag, and you can see the photo now, where the dangly bit goes through the D-ring. That dangly bit is hanging down from the edge of the glazing on the bottom of the bag, and they basically split that glazing to let that leather bit go through. And by doing that, they created a problem. You can see it's already cracking side to side, and just with my experience with other things, I have a feeling that that glazing will break there and end up losing a chunk. I don't know that for sure, but That was what Ruelala was the most concerned with when I sent them the pictures. I don't think they thought that the flap coming apart just a little bit like that was any big deal, but when they saw the bottom part and how sloppy it was and how it was cracking at the edge where they'd split it open, they immediately sent me a return label. They were a pleasure to work with. I've had nothing but good experiences with Ruelala and Gilt. Just so you know, Ruelala and Gilt, it's the same company, and they basically are able to kind of clearance or discount out luxury goods, sort of like TJ Maxx does, but it's easier to shop on their website than on TJ Maxx's website because you can actually put the name of the designer you're looking at. And right now, and always when I look, they have current items. They're not discontinued items. Now, I'm not saying they don't have discontinued items, but like, for example, they had the red Gucci Marmont, which is completely sold out within Gucci, and they still do. And they also have the porcelain rose Gucci Marmont, which is still on Gucci's website. They have some Prada re-editions, which are still on Prada's website, as well as other Prada bags. I think like the Clio, as well as some others. And I'm saying others a lot, but okay. So what I'm saying is it's a good place to shop. I've had good experiences. This glazing issue wasn't their fault. I mean, the bag was new and you had to look at it to see it. I don't think it's something that a non-handbag lover would probably pick up on. They would just glance at the bag, say, yep, it's good to go, and send it on its way. But being a handbag lover and being a perfectionist make me look at these things closer, particularly when they cost a lot. If it's a Coach bag and it has a tiny little crack in the glazing, if I paid a lot for it, I would return it. If I bought it on the resale market, I wouldn't. I would just fix it. If it happens to my own bag, I would just fix it. But I don't want to fix a bag that costs a little over $900 that's brand new. I mean, if it was a Coach item I bought on sale and it was the last one and it had a little crack in the glazing, no big deal. I paid $200 for it, $100 for it. I fix it. But in this case, I sent it back. I'm not ordering another one. The blue isn't quite perfect for me. It is so pretty though. It's called Shady Cobalt and it is a beautiful color. It's just not my blue that I'm looking for. So, and as you could see from the earlier pictures, I have a lot of blues. So I don't need to buy a bag that's not quite the perfect blue and that's a tiny bit too small because it didn't fit my phone with all my other daily essentials. I know I could downsize, but I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to if it's not the perfect color. If it had been the perfect color, I would probably try again, but I'm not going to try again in this case, and we'll see. The other update I wanted to give you is that my Louis Vuitton Passy bag is in transit back to Louis Vuitton. I got in under the wire 29 days after I received the item. So they did go off of when I received the item as opposed to when I purchased it because my receipt said January 6th. But UPS documentation showed I received it on the 16th. So that gives me potentially a little bit more flexibility in the end result. It is likely that I will be able to exchange it for something else perhaps, or that they would swap out the bag, or that they might even give me a refund. And so they said they had to look at it when it got there, but he definitely saw the crack when I texted him the pictures. And so I'm kind of in a holding pattern right now, which I hate. I want to know the result. I already have a different bag picked out to replace it because I'm done with these flat bags that have glazing. I mean, I think I'm done. I'm going to eat my words. I'm probably not done with flat bags that have glazing, but I'm going to try to avoid them because I'm just tired of having to worry about this problem. It's okay if it's a Cassie and I just fix it and move on like a Coach Cassie, but I cannot fix a Louis Vuitton bag like that because then they will never work on it again in the future. And I don't want a bag like that. I don't want a bag that I have to send off and have it gone for months and months and months and have to wait for it to come back, especially when it's almost new. So sorry for the rant. I'm going to put rant in the title because I am ranting. And if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same. It's the @symbol, then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.